Not bad, huh?
It's very impressive.
I think I'll be pretty happy here. I can think of one place I might be happier.
No, well, you should have thought about that before. Now you're here.
Physically, maybe, but not in spirit.
You better get your spirit behind that desk and get some work done.
Inspire me.
How's that?
I was getting there. A little more inspiration. Welcome back. Morning, Dad.
So, everything's all right? No physical complaints?
No, I'm feeling fine.
Good. That's what I was hoping I'd hear.
It was nice of you to stop by and check.
Well, I consider her my pet patient now. I want to keep a close eye on her.
Oh, is that all you're gonna do? You know, every time I see you, all you do is check my blood pressure and weigh me and do all these run-of-the-mill things. I mean, is that it?
What, you want it more complicated?
No, I don't want it more complicated. I'm just asking.
Well, other than simple office procedures, that's about it until the amniocentesis.
What? I'm sorry, I just thought that was about birth defects. That was generally restricted to women over 35.
Well, that's usually the case, but the reason we're doing it is because we want to make certain of the paternity. I thought that's what you and Cruz wanted.
I don't know about Cruz, but I don't have a doubt in my mind who the father of this child is. If you'll excuse me.
Oh, of course.
Nice seeing you.
Why did you do that?
What?
I was gonna bring that up with her somewhere down the line. It was supposed to stay between you and me for the time being.
She has to be prepared for it psychologically.
Well, I'll prepare her for it. I don't want you to bring that up in front of her again, Zach. I mean it.
How are we going to schedule it if we can't talk about it?
Well, you'll schedule it when you hear from us about it. You know, I don't want her to think that it's of primary importance to you. Understood?
I understand, but what about you? I mean, you realize how important this is, I hope.
What I realize doesn't matter. It's Eden's peace of mind that concerns me.
I'm sorry if I upset either of you. That certainly wasn't what I intended.
No,
Zach?
look.
Yes.
I'm glad you're still here. Listen, I wanted to ask you, do you think it would be a good time for me to tell my family? It seems so unrealistic for me to not say anything. I know how excited they would be for me.
I guess this would be a good time.
Well, as long as you think I'm healthy and there aren't any complications.
There don't appear to be any.
Great. Okay. Well, then I think we should call the family and get a meeting together and tell everybody. As long as you don't think there's any danger of me losing the baby.
No, as far as you're progressing, I think you're doing just fine.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Well, no, I had very little to do with it. Well, I am glad that I could make you happy.
Thanks.
But anyway, I'll see you soon, and would you call me in a couple of days?
I sure will.
Good.
Yeah, so long.
So long.
Thanks for everything.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to tell my mother that we're having a baby, and Daddy, he's going to be so thrilled, and I mean, Mama, can you imagine the look on her face?
Yeah, Ted and Kelly and Jason.
Do you think I'm going to be able to get everybody on the phone? I mean, I know it's short notice and everything.
Threaten him.
Oh.
No, seriously, you know, are you sure you want to make a big production of this right now?
Cruz, this is something that people have been waiting for a really long time. And I don't see any reason not to tell them, do you?
I want whatever makes you happy, baby.
And while the police report that no definite suspects have been found in Santa Barbara's serial rape cases, they do say that a definite pattern is emerging. The rapist shows a decided preference for young blonde women and seems to have a certain knowledge of sophisticated electronics. In the two rapist shows a decided preference for young blonde women and seems to have a certain knowledge of sophisticated electronics. In the 2 reported incidents, the attacker was wearing a ski mask, gloves, and dark clothing.
You better get to work if you don't want to disappoint your father on the first day.
It's funny, but there's still a part of me that enjoys doing that.
Well, you better put that behind you quickly if you want to get ahead in Capwell Enterprises.
Oh, I still want to do that. I'm all fired up with ambition.
I'm going to have to be a little more ambitious myself. Now that I'm DA, I have a hell of a mess to clean up after Keith's disappearing act.
I'm happy for you. I can't imagine why anybody would want to be DA, acting or otherwise.
You used to enjoy it.
Enjoy what?
Being DA.
Oh, yeah, that was a long time ago. I've gotten over it.
My, you're fickle. I hope you're not when it comes to me.
Oh, one thing you don't have to worry about.
I hope so. Have a good day. I'll see you tonight.
You bet. Away. You leave me alone, Capwell. Deal's a deal.
I'm sorry, Miss Saunders. I really don't have time to give interviews to the press. If you were Tom Brokaw, I wouldn't be able to tell you more than what's been officially released.
And I thought we had come to an understanding just the other day about working together.
Oh, did we? I guess I didn't understand that.
Well, you said that you had trusted me, and I thought that I had earned that trust because I didn't release a certain tape, which I still have in my possession. A tape which might prove the laxity of police protection for untried suspects. Look, I want the exclusive on this story, and if you give it to me, I will never release that tape or anything else that you don't want me to make public. I will play totally by your rules.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm gonna be the one that catches this guy. Not Castillo, not anybody else. I am.
I believe you. And when you do, you are entitled to full credit, which you'll get if someone trustworthy is on the scene first. Deal?
I'm willing to cooperate. Up to a point.
All right. Let's start with Кейн Garver. You asked me what I think. I'm more interested to know what you think of it.
Personal opinions don't matter, and I don't have anything solid in the way of evidence. Only suspicions.
But you are suspicious of him.
For circumstantial reasons. He was near the scene the last time the rapist was spotted. He has a very shaky history and a very interesting psychological profile. But I can tell you this much. We're keeping our eye on him. And if anything comes of it, you'll be the first to know. But right now, I've got work to do.
Well, thank you, Lieutenant. You have no idea how helpful you have been. And I think that this can be very profitable for both of us.
Would you please tell us what you want to tell us? We're all here. We're waiting.
I am going to tell you. I said I was going to wait for Ted. I mean, you said he was coming, right?
Right. But can't you just give us a hint?
Would you be patient and wait? I will tell you.
I take it is good news. I'd hate to be waiting around for bad news.
You'd hate to be waiting around for anything.
True.
Ted will get here, and then we'll tell you.
I'm here. I'm sorry I'm late.
Okay. Excuse me of being late.
Yeah, better never than a little late.
Come on.
I'm sorry I'm late. Let's go. Look, we've drawn out the suspense long enough. Let's take the floor here.
Me?
You.
Well, I was kind of liking the suspense.
I'm gonna
Come on.
Okay. I just don't want to be accused of rushing the good news.
Nobody will ever accuse you of that.
Okay. Well, this is something that we've been wanting for a really long time. And everybody else knows that we've been wanting it. And it finally happened. We're going to have a baby.
Oh, baby. Oh, that's wonderful.
I can't believe it.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, it's terrific.
Thank you.
Or that I didn't even guess.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't guess, too. You usually have radar about these kind of things.
Yes, again.
That's fantastic.
Oh, Mama.
So, congratulations.
So what do you want, a boy or a girl?
When did you find out? Names, have you picked any names?
A boy or a girl?
Would you hold on a second? She answered a question.
sorry,
Yeah, I gotta tell her. 5 weeks. I'm 5 weeks pregnant.
Well, I think that's wonderful. Eden, just wonderful.
And you. Good news, and I don't even get a hug. You hide in the corner.
Sorry, I'm very happy for you.
Oh, thanks. Okay, we've got to do something to celebrate. Family dinner.
A baby shower.
Baby
No
shower?
baby shower, that means I can't come.
Well, we'll figure something out.
I'm so happy. You're so happy about this.
Oh, you know we are. And I have a million questions to ask you.
Oh, you're going to ask me them now?
Yes.
Great.
Well, congratulations, Cruz. Everybody's concentrating on Eden. Nobody's talking to you.
Well, that's okay. I don't mind giving her the limelight. She's going to do most of the work.
Well, that's wonderful news for both of us.
Yeah, well,
There is, one thing.
if you're worried about her health, you shouldn't be. Zach Kelton's been looking after her, and he assures us that she's in great shape.
No, that's not what I was thinking about.
And what were you thinking about?
5 weeks, Cruz. She's been pregnant 5 weeks. That coincides with what happened.
Here we go. All right, one very small glass of champagne.
No.
Come on, it's Dad's best champagne. You're gonna insult him.
Expensive, very expensive.
I'm not taking any chances with this
All right,
baby.
here.
Oh, no, I think I'll follow Eden's lead and not take any chances.
Well, I
guys are
will
so-
take it. I haven't had champagne in weeks, and I can think of no better reason for a toast.
Well, I suppose at a time like this, somebody should say something eloquent. Well, since I'm the senior sibling, I guess maybe the job will fall to me unless somebody...
Maybe your father would like to do the first toast. Cece?
That's a good idea.
Here we go.
Thank you, thank you. I think I'll even have some of my good stuff. Well, I don't know about being eloquent or anything. I'm too, choked up with pride and happiness to even be coherent. For Cruz and Eden to give me a grandchild means more to me than I can ever express. I'm sure Carmen feels the same way. Having grandchildren to leave behind gives you at least some hope of immortality. So let's hope this is the first of many. And this one has a long and happy and healthy life.
Cheers. Cheers.
Carmen?
Well, my heart is so full. I know how much Eden and Cruz have wanted this baby, and what wonderful parents they're going to be. Their child will grow up to be loved and cherished. What better gifts can we give our children? I'm looking forward to a long, rich life of babysitting.
Thank you. Thank you, Daddy. And now I want to know why you haven't told us before now.
Yes, that's what I'd like to know.
Well, the reason I didn't say anything was because I wanted to make sure that everything was going as well as can be expected and that nothing was going to go wrong.
Good, and everything's fine,
Yeah.
yes?
Yes. We spoke to the doctor today, and he assured us that there are no problems. So we decided to break the good news.
Thank you. I'm glad you... I would like a little more champagne. I feel like celebrating.
Listen, I want you to be careful, okay? Please don't do anything you would.
Don't worry. I'll be careful. And listen, I sort of looked over at you and you looked kind of sad and I hope you're not thinking about what happened.
No, I'm not sad. I'm so thrilled for you. Something so terrible happened to you, and something now so miraculous to follow it. I couldn't wish for anything more.
Thanks. You're gonna have a baby, too, you know?
I hope so. Changes everything so much.
Well, you're going to have a brand new brother or sister very soon, mijito.
I've been meaning to ask you, Mama, now that you've had a taste of this grandchildren thing, are you sure you're ready for another one?
Oh, I can't wait.
Carmen, Sophia and I have started a grandparents club, and you are the founding member.
Cruz and I were just talking about that. This is a beautiful day for all of us.
Sure you won't change your mind?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right. I'm not gonna let this stuff go to waste. Isn't this great?
Oh, yes, it's wonderful. Except, never mind.
What?
Well, the timing.
Timing? What?
Ted, Eden's been pregnant for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
That's uncomfortably close to the time of the rape, don't you think?
Lieutenant? Vietnam vets. 2 years, psychiatric ward, Viet Hospital, San Francisco. Kidnapped Eden Capwell, 1987. Oh, my God.
What are you doing? I don't even have to look at this. This is garbage, right?
Lieutenant,
Who do you think you are? You know what I could do to you for something like this?
Look, I didn't mean any harm by it. I wasn't going to use anything that I found in there. I'm a reporter. I had to know. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm not interested in your apologies right now, and I really think I need to reevaluate this so-called trust between us.
Look, I know it's going to take a little bit for me to work myself back into your good graces, but if you just give me a second chance, you'll see that it's...
Excuse me, Lieutenant Boswell, may I speak with you for a minute?
Miss Wainwright, he's all yours. I was just leaving. Have a nice day.
Well, what can I do for you?
Well, first I'd like to know how the search is going for Timmons.
Sorry, don't know anything about that. My job right now is finding a rapist. That's all I'm concentrating on.
You can't pick and choose the cases you want to work on, Lieutenant. They're all important. However, the rape is a priority, so what do you have on it?
So why don't you tell me where you left off?
I'd like to know about the blood tape they found in the house.
That's a dead end.
I beg your pardon?
Let's see. Yeah, it was O positive. Universal blood type, very common.
Damn, great. All right, well, the camera, what about the video camera that they found in the house?
Well, unfortunately, our chief investigating officer shot the damn thing to pieces in his living room. The only thing we could salvage from the wreckage was a partial serial number.
Hold on a minute, please. You're not suggesting that Cruz is responsible for the fact that this case is not solved.
I'm not suggesting anything. You asked to be brought up to date. That's what I'm doing.
Did it ever occur to you, Lieutenant, that Mr. Castillo is perfectly justified in his anger? He's a human being. And if you have any hopes of cracking this case, you might keep in mind that the man we're looking for is human, too. And knowing why someone does something is a key to finding them, which is exactly what we want to do so another rape doesn't occur. Now, I'm not telling you how to do your job. I just want to see that the job gets done. Soon.
You talked to the doctor?
Yes, we have.
What did he say?
He said we can't be sure. But Eden is convinced that baby is ours, and that's good enough for me.
Cruz, don't you? Look, son, if there is the remotest possibility that this rapist is the father of that child, my God, it's unthinkable.
Mr. C, what would you have preferred for us to have kept the pregnancy to ourselves, not to have told you?
No, of course not. But she's not even considering the possibility of it. She's acting like it's a perfectly normal pregnancy.
Well, to her it is. And how is she supposed to act? You want her to walk around with her head down? Shall she hide in a closet because she may give birth to another man's child?
This isn't any other man. This is a rapist. This is a psychotic. Cruz, what happens if the baby inherits something? I mean, you know what I'm saying.
And what happens if it's perfectly normal?
Well, we don't know that. And it breaks my heart to see my daughter deluding herself to believing that it might be normal, there might nothing be wrong with her.
That is a chance that every couple takes with every pregnancy.
I'm not talking wrong physically. I'm talking wrong genetically. Cruz, I love you. I love you both. It's not easy for me to say what I'm thinking, but if I don't say it, I would be totally irresponsible. If the child isn't yours, are you willing to raise it and overlook the fact of where it came from? I mean, suppose by some horrible misfortune it was born scarred because of that man. I mean, that could happen. Are you willing to accept that? I mean, it is a possibility.
I don't know, Mr. C. And I can't answer the question because I don't know.
All right. Listen, hear me. Please hear me. Please understand why I am saying that you must consider the possibility of abortion. Look, I know how painful it is to even say that. I know what you're thinking. But you also have to think of the consequences of failing to do it.
What are the consequences if it's really mine? I would be taking the life of my own child.
Oh, Cruz, you're in here. I've been looking for you.
Yes, I'm sorry, Mama. I think time just got away from us.
I really should get back to Eden. Haven't talked to her yet.
Mr. C, don't say anything, please. Not to her.
I wouldn't for the world. You think about it. Carmen.
Is anything wrong?
No, not really.
Were you and Cece just quarreling?
No, we were talking. What can I do for you?
Well, this is such a special day, and I haven't had a moment alone with you.
I'm sorry, Mama. Let's go get a glass of champagne.
Please, can't we stay here? I want to talk to you alone for a minute.
All right. What would you like to talk about?
Well, you've been so troubled. I've noticed that even on this very happy occasion, now I find you telling Cece not to say anything to Eden. Bruce, I think I know what's going on.
What's going on? What do you mean?
Well, there isn't a person out there that can't think back 5 weeks and remember what happened to Eden. Isn't that what you and Cece were talking about?
Yes, that's what we were talking about. He is worried about that, which I guess is understandable.
These worries, have you and Eden discussed them?
Yes, we have, Mama, but there's no doubt in Eden's mind. You see, she's absolutely certain that the baby is mine, is ours.
What about you, Mijo? What do you feel?
I feel the same.
You're never afraid? It wouldn't be wrong, Mijo, to be afraid. It's only natural.
Sometimes I feel a little doubtful, but it doesn't matter. I promised Eden that we would raise this child. That's the only fair thing to do. I mean, the baby is innocent. No matter what happened, we certainly can't find fault with the little baby.
Yes, that is true.
But there's sometimes when I think about what if I do find out that the baby is not mine, you know what? I mean, I don't know what I would do with that. I don't know.
Tell me.
Would I be able to handle it? Would I be strong enough, you know? I mean, I could see myself looking into its face and seeing the eyes of the man who hurt her, and then I would hate that man, and I would hate the baby for having those eyes. I would hate myself for hating the baby, and then it would be a crime against everyone concerned.
You've suffered so much, you and Eden. I can't believe that God would let you suffer more.
Oh, I can't even be honest with her about this, Mama. I haven't told her what I'm telling you. You know, it's like you say, she's gone through so much, and I just think, how can I do anything that would make her feel worse?
Well, Eden might understand a lot more than you know. You two have always had a way of feeling what the other feels without being told.
Well, we things have changed, you know.
What do you mean?
Well, it's been a terrible violation, and she's not as open with me as she was. I mean, she's had to put up a shield just to protect herself. Anyone would have done it. But the marriage has gone through some changes because of it. It's, I don't expect it to be any other way. It just feels like we're strangers sometimes when we need each other most. That's difficult to talk about this with you, Mama.
Mijo, you don't have to tell me anything you don't want to. I just want a chance to understand what you're going through and to help if I can.
Well, it's just that we haven't been together as husband and wife since this happened. We haven't made love, you know.
Well, you know that's going to change.
Will it? I mean, sometimes I'm afraid that it won't change. I'm afraid that she may never love me the same way again, you know.
Now's your chance. You can tell me everything you've learned about being a parent, and I will take copious notes, and I will file them away for future use.
Sure. I can't tell you what I learned because I had to relearn everything every day. I can tell you this, that 1 year in the life of your child will be like a decade to you. Mm-hmm. Customs change and languages change. Oh, but I'm not worried about you at all. You are going to be a wonderful mother, just instinctively. And I'm going to buy a book on crocheting.
Oh, Mom, how disgusting. I can't even picture it. Are you happy for me?
I can't even express to you how happy I am.
I want you to help me with everything. I mean, I want you to help me with the names and the decorating and what college this kid is going to go to and what career and... What?
It's just so sweet to see you smile.
Mom, we're having a mother-daughter talk here, and you aren't really holding up your end of it. I can tell that there's something bothering you.
No, there's not. It's not really. I'm wondering how you're feeling. Because of what just happened to you so recently. That maybe you have mixed feelings about this.
I know what you're thinking.
What I'm thinking is I'm seeing you happy and at peace, and that's all that's important.
Mama, I was pregnant before the rape. I was going to tell him. I mean, I had the words right on the tip of my tongue, and the phone rang, and he got called away. I know for sure. I really do. So you see, there's nothing to worry about.
I want to do a story on,
Don't you want to sit down?
What? Oh, right. Thank you. It's a profile piece, actually, on Vietnam vets in the Santa Barbara area, and do you want to sit down, too?
Sure.
Well, the focus of the piece is going to be on what life has been like for them 15 to 20 years after the fact. And I thought perhaps you could give me some valuable insights.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Most of those stories turn into a mess of cliches and half-truths. I really don't think
Well, exactly, and that's why I want your help so that this one won't.
Look, I'm sorry, Miss Saunders. I'm going to be blunt with you. I'm really not interested in helping further the post-Vietnam garbage that's being dumped on people these days. I mean, let's give it a rest. Enough is enough. I mean, soon we'll be just like the veterans of foreign wars, you know, a nice, honorable group, but nobody really remembers or knows who they are or what they're around for. Let's just let it fade. It's easier than trying to explain everything all the time.
I'd like to help you explain. I don't intend to write garbage. I have a brother. I had a brother in Vietnam. He wrote me letters every day that he was there. Garbage comes from people who don't know any better and try to guess. I know what that war did to people. That's the story I want to tell. With your help. Please.
Well, I think it's gonna be a girl. I don't care what Daddy says.
I don't care if it's a boy or girl. I'm going to spoil this baby.
Boy or girl, I'm still going to be an uncle, and you're still going to be an aunt.
Oh, I think you're enjoying that too much. What, you think that dates me or something?
A little mature you, that's for sure, yeah.
Oh, somebody do something with him.
I've tried many times.
For years.
We should get out of here while we're getting good, though.
Yeah, thanks, everybody. Mom will be by later to see you. Okay?
Well, don't worry. Whenever it's convenient, he'll be ready for you.
Bye, baby. Bye, Mother. Bye, Marge. Bye, honey. Bye.
Bye.
You know, I think I should be going too.
Hey, look.
Yes, I got a hot date.
Close the door. Before you all go, there's something I'd like to say to you. We do have some questions and fears about Eden's pregnancy. We all know that. I sure as hell don't have any answers. But she believes that it's Cruz's baby, and that is good enough for me. Meantime, Eden is very fragile. She may be cheerful and capable, but she covers up a lot, and she's far from over what happened. Please be tactful and careful of what you say. I don't have to tell you that until this is all over. Okay?
I agree with everything you just said. I just hope you're as convinced as you sound.
We had to do it. No way to back out.
And then what happened?
Well, I'm here, aren't I?
You know, even after all those letters from my brother, I still find it very hard to comprehend. You had to kill. Actually, had to kill people.
Yeah, sometimes you had to just to survive. It was conditioned into us. After a while, we didn't even think about it. We just did it.
Hi.
Hi.
Carmen's gone. I'm getting ready to leave myself.
Why don't you stay and have dinner with me?
Thank you. I'm tired. I have a hard day tomorrow. I can't.
Quite a day today, hasn't it?
I know what you're feeling. I talked to her myself. She hasn't a doubt in the world about it.
I know. That's what Cruz told me. Hope to God he's right. I told him if I were in his place, I wouldn't be able to trust him. I advised him to seriously think about an abortion.
Cece, she would never do that.
I was just trying to think about the future, what it would be like for them. What if things went wrong and then it would be too late?
I think it's too late now.
Why? Why is it too late? This is not their last chance. They can have other children they can be sure about.
Either way, it's a terrible decision to have to make. I don't know what I'd do any more than you know. But in the final analysis, it's a decision that only Cruz and Eden can make.
Hi.
Hi.
You okay?
Oh, yeah. Much better than okay. Actually, I haven't felt like this in a long time, and I'm really, really glad we told the family today. It made me feel really good.
I'm glad we did it, too. I can see it meant a lot to you.
I sure did. I'm glad we didn't put it off. I think I'm tired. Sort of emotionally tired, you know?
I'm not surprised.
I love you. You know, I was going to tell you a long time ago that I knew when this baby was conceived.
Do you? Do you really know?
Well, I mean, I didn't say anything because I thought you'd think I was silly. You're not supposed to know those things without finding them out from a laboratory first.
Oh, I tell you, I would prefer to put my faith in your intuition any day.
Well, I know. We had taken a really long walk on the beach, and it was really cold outside. And we talked, and you gave me your sweater, and then we came back here, and you made a big fire, and we made love. And I don't know, it was like there was this aura in the room. Like it was this little tiny soul. I know for sure.
I remember that night.
Seems like a long time ago, huh?
Yeah. Not so much.
I really wanted to be close to you. I hope you know that.
I do, I know that.
I love you.
I love you too.
Let's go upstairs.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Are you sure? I mean, we could stay right here just like this, Like I said before, there's no expectation, there's no rush. I mean it.
I know. And I'm really sorry that I thought I was ready before, and it's disappointed us both. Because I really don't want to affect what happens tonight.
Nothing has to happen tonight. There's nothing you have to do tonight. Or any night. Just be close to me. Just let me be close to you.
Tonight, the immense Amazon rainforest. It's burning. It could all be gone in 15 years with catastrophic results for the planet. I'm Tom Brokaw, the story on NBC Nightly News.
And later, the A's and the Dodgers take to the field to continue their battle for the title of world champs. Catch all the action from the first pitch to the last out with Vin Scully and Joe Garagiola bringing you the play-by-play, the World Series, tonight only on NBC.